Which industries do you serve most? I know you're a horizontal app that could probably fit into most industries, but I like to put a sort of key area that you know that it really works well with different industries that you're already working with.
Yeah, definitely. You're absolutely correct. We are in the horizontal space. We're not a vertical solution. So we have thousands and thousands of businesses that use Fathom, and what we've discovered is that they're across all different industries, and there's a whole range of different sizes of businesses as well. We say from Fathom's really suitable for the corner store right up to the larger corporate. Okay. Having said that, we have noticed a few different focuses or specific niches or verticals where we've got really good traction. Surprisingly, one of those is in the creative space, so creative industries. So your architects, your web designers, your people that are generally visual people, we find enjoy the visual reports more. So that's one area where we found a certain amount of focus on. Probably the other vertical or niche is with multi-entity organisations, franchise groups. Anyone that needs to compare the performance of multiple companies or even consolidate multiple entities, so multi-entity organisations, companies with multiple operations around the world that need multi-currency consolidation or just standard consolidations, or companies that operate multiple divisions, departments, locations and want to do reporting at the entity level, but also at the sub-entity level. They're another one that we've done really well with. What we do find, though, is that it's very, very horizontal, but it's businesses that are at a stage in their life cycle where growth is important. And it's typically those businesses that need and want and have a motivation to really better measure, monitor and improve their business's performance. Those are the ones that are going to get the best traction and best value out of Fathom. So that's another tip there as well.
Yes, excellent. Okay, that gives me a talking point around people along their journey with their accounting software too, from the point of view that you mentioned being in a growth cycle for the business. I think also a key part is, especially people starting out, our focus mostly has been on the Xero ecosystem for the last few years, and people think that they look at their app stack of their technology stack and they know they want Xero and they know they want Fathom and they know they want Receipt Bank or whatever other solution that connects to solve another area, another problem. And I think they go into it all gung-ho, but without getting the Xero piece right first, and maybe they're not really confident with Xero and their Xero information isn't 100% correct, so then therefore bolting Fathom onto that initially is not going to give them maybe an accurate representation. So I think it's really important for people to understand that, if you're going to do that, that's fine, but make sure you stage it in a way that you can get Xero working for you correctly, then add on your other solution and be smart about it so that you're actually using it in a smart way. Otherwise, they'll blame it on Fathom for not giving them the right information and they haven't even done the basic steps right. So am I right in that that's something that does happen? And what's your advice for people, other than what I just said, if there's anything further? What do you know works with people picking up Fathom at the right stage?
Yeah, no, that's really, really important, and it's a great point to highlight, Jeri. I think I always say that Fathom's a downstream add-on or application. So if you imagine that the information value chain, you've got data coming from your bank feeds and you've got your data coming from applications like Receipt Bank, and they're more upstream, they're feeding into Xero, and then as data passes through Xero, Fathom is further downstream. It's a reporting tool so that we never push data into Xero, we're always pulling data out of Xero. So the old adage, rubbish in, rubbish out, holds very true with all your reporting solutions. So you want to make sure that to get the most out of any reporting solution, that the data in the source accounting system is timely and accurate. And so that's absolutely and definitely important. And the other thing we note as well is that sometimes people will be will just started the Xero journey, and the same week that they're starting a rollout of Xero, they're so keen they're jumping into implementing a reporting solution, and when in reality, to get the most out of any reporting solution, you want to be able to analyze and visualize your trends over time. So you need a bit of history in your source accounting system. So definitely recommend getting Xero set up and getting Xero running. And once that's in place for at least a few months, then you can really start getting some meaningful insights from a reporting solution